Hey guys, what's going on? It's Space Cowboy here. Welcome back to the channel, and I have another video for you guys today. It's another Mock Draft Monday. If you are new here to the channel or just unfamiliar with this series, this is a series in which I do a mock draft every single Monday up until the final week before the NFL draft, just to see what the Cowboys can possibly do. Now, if you want to get more of this series, by all means make sure to keep liking the video. These continue to be well received and I do appreciate that, so make sure to keep liking, as well as subscribe if you're new to the channel so that you don't miss out on content like this. And most importantly of all, hit that notification bell, because by hitting that notification bell you'll be notified when content like this drops and when I go live. Now, before I get into any more details, I understand what you might be seeing from the thumbnail and the title. How in the hell did you get him? Well, keep in mind, you don't know how drafts are going to go. I didn't know CeeDee Lamb was going to be there at pick 17 for Dallas to select him, so just keep that in mind. So this is how my draft went. Going into this specific mock draft, I was looking to possibly trade down if Caleb Farley was off the board, as well as Patrick Surtain, and go get J.C. Horn at a mid-teen pick, if I could trade down that far, and if someone was willing to do so. But this is what happened. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence went number 1 overall. The Jets opted to go with Zach Wilson, quarterback out of BYU. The Dolphins went for Jamar Chase out of LSU. Atlanta decided to opt to get Matt Ryan's successor in Justin Fields. Then things got interesting. The Bengals didn't opt to select Sewell. They opted to go with Devontae Smith to give Joe Burrow another weapon. Philadelphia opted to go with Jalen Waddle. The Lions went with Patrick Surtain. Micah Parsons went to the Panthers. Denver opted to go with Kwity Paye out of Michigan. And if you can use some deductive reasoning, you will know that with the 10th pick in this mock draft, I made the Dallas Cowboys select Penei Sewell, offensive tackle out of Oregon. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Some of you might be thinking, why do you go with a pick like this when we need defensive help? This is how I'm viewing it. You're going to have Dak Prescott for another year, whether you tag him or you give him a long-term deal. So getting an offensive lineman isn't out of the realm of possibility. You want to fortify your investment. You want to protect it. And considering the fact that the health of Tyron Smith has been a detriment really since, I would say, 2016, 2015, when he started getting hurt. I mean, 2015, that was the last season he fully played without getting hurt. And he has a lot of mileage on his body. So for me, I opt for the 20-year-old out of Oregon. You get a young guy to plug in here. And here's the most important part about it. I would see, if you're asking how would a configuration of this offensive line work, this is how I would imagine it. You put Tyron Smith, then you put Penei Sewell at guard, left guard. You have Tyler Biadasz at center, Zach Martin at right guard, and at right tackle, you have La'el Collins. So that is your offensive line at that point. However, there is a possibility that Tyron won't be here long term. So if I were the Cowboys, and if history holds up, you should try to play Tyron or try to let him do his thing for another year or two, depending on how his health is. And if he doesn't work out, you just kick him off a bridge, you push Penei Sewell out to left tackle, and there you go. And there could be the possibility in which now, if Tyron Smith is to stay upright a good majority of the season and play at even at the worst 70 to 80% of what his peak performance could be, that's still a very good tackle. And on the contract you're giving him, I don't expect him to play for another team unless the Cowboys trade him. So the way I look at it, that's, hey, you have Penei Sewell playing at left guard, and you end up having Tyron Smith at left tackle, and you can roll with that. If something's going on with La'el, you can kick Sewell out to right tackle, and then whatever you want to do there, or you kick Connor Williams out. Because at this point, if you take Penei Sewell, the odd guy out is Connor Williams. You got to decide what you're going to do with him. For me, I think you make him your backup swing tackle if that's the case. I don't believe Connor Williams is your guy at left guard. Sure, you know, he had this year where he was pretty much fully healthy for the whole year, if I recall. But my whole thing is that he just doesn't have the build of a guard. He's more built to be a tackle. So if I'm the Cowboys, I'm trying to put him at the tackle position, and there could be a possibility in one scenario where, you know, Tyron retires, and if the Cowboys still want to play Sewell at guard at that point, you can plug him there, and you can push Connor out to left tackle or right tackle, whatever the hell you got to do. There are options that the Cowboys have here. I'm not saying which one would be best. If it were me, I'm hoping it would be where you bring in a guy like Sewell and it re-energizes the offensive line, but that's no guarantee. So either way, long story short, take Penei Sewell if he's there. He would be the best player available, in my honest opinion, compared to the other prospects there. And, I mean, Caleb Farley was on the board, as well as Kyle Pitts. I'm not going to take Kyle Pitts given the circumstances right now, but to be honest with you, I think that if Penei Sewell's there, you gotta take him. So, moving on, in the second round, I opted to take Trevon Moehrig out of TCU. Now, if you know, in the previous mock draft, I did select him, and I don't really have to go over him much again. Basically, I feel like you can plug him in here. You get the safety that the Cowboys, and more specifically, Cowboys fans want, and you roll with him and Donovan Wilson there. You know, and I think that ultimately the Cowboys need to address this position. They need to invest in the safety position. By no means you take a safety with that 10th pick. So I think you roll with Trevon Moehrig here. You put him here as a safety. Obviously, that's his position. And I think then now we don't have to worry about the Cowboys just ignoring safety, or they just go after a bargain basement guy, whether that be at the 7th round pick, 6th round pick. No, the Cowboys have to invest a premium draft selection at the safety position, unless there's another prospect there where I'm like, okay, like if by some lucky, you know, situation, like in my first mock draft, Nick Bolton was there, then I think this is the pick you go with, given the other players. So I don't want to go any further because I feel like that I've explained myself enough. So to recap, Penei Sewell with the 10th overall pick. In my opinion, that would be the steal of the draft. And then with the second round pick, pick 42 overall, the Cowboys go with Trevon Moehrig, and they get their safety. So I hope you guys enjoyed this mock draft. By all means, if you could, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I understand that some of you guys might be skeptical of how in the hell did you still get this guy. Listen, drafts happen like that. I wasn't expecting the Cowboys to get CeeDee Lamb, and look what happened. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video, and peace out, guys. Bye-bye.